Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. I junk journal, I slow stitch, I do that as sustainably as possible, and this is Junk Journal July. We're day 24, garden find. So I was like, oh, how do I make this into a nautical theme? But I think I've managed to work out how I'm going to do that. I went out into my back garden and I've kind of turned my garden over to growing food because the world be worlding. And I was like, oh, what have I got that's not food? And I've got some lobelia. I've got some lavender at the front, but I don't think lavender would do this. So let me put that. What am I doing? I'm bashing flowers and making a print. So I'm going to lift this book up really carefully because it's kind of being my flower anvil. And I'm making prints like this, really delicate prints, using the ink that is naturally in the flower. So this is lobelia, and when it's just by itself it looks really stringy, but I love it. It grows in clumps and it kind of tumbles over the edge of pots and such. I really like it. I've even sacrificed some of my bean flowers because I thought I would try that as well, but I don't know if I think the colours here go well and the bean colours don't, but you know, we'll have a go at that as well. So I'm going to put that, we'll put that up there, and I already have two pieces that I'm going to cut out. So we'll do some bashing. I'll start bashing and then I'll pause it and then I'll come back to you and do the reveal, I think, because, you know, I think it's quite noisy and not very chill, really. But I thought I would do that. I've got some wisteria leaves. Now, it's like 2 days away. We've got one of the things is pressed leaf. So I've got some bits out now that I will use on that day. Like, look at the size. This is English ivy when it's at its best. It looks, I don't know, I think it looks sort of primordial. I love English ivy. Not on my walls, but don't mind it on my fences. It wrecks buildings. Okay, so let's get on and do some bashing. You can see it prints both sides of the paper, and you can see how it really massacres. I don't know. Let's get a different piece of paper. I don't think the piece of paper is very important that you use on this bit. You just sort of organise your stems, and then we're going to start bashing. I'll do two bashes, then I'll pause it, and then I'll continue bashing, and then I'll come back. So I've got a meat tenderizer. You could use an actual hammer, but that would involve me going into the garage, which is my husband's domain, and I have no idea where anything is. So we'll go with a meat tenderizer. All right. So firm bashes until you start seeing it come through. I'm going to carry on, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, it's been firmly bashed. Do a bit of a reveal. So that's how, oh, that side's really nice. I'll keep that. That is lovely. Now, I don't know how this is going to last. And I am going to go in with more ink. So I thought I might dry it off, go in with some inks, and then yeah, we'll see. So I'm just going to take them off. Oh, look at that. I've even got some of the text from the book. Okay. I think I go in with my fine markers and my pencils and my pencil. I think I'll be able to make something really pretty with it. Okay. I think this will do, but I'm like, will any of the leaves? Because I tried these like wild geranium leaves. They wouldn't do. I don't think these like deciduous, but they'll do something else that I want to do on the other day, like cotoneaster. I've got some massive cotoneaster leaves there. I don't know. We're under drought conditions where I live. All right, so I'm going to do this one last time. Let's get a different piece, a bit of dictionary paper. Put that over. I'm going to bash it away just to show you what another one is, and I'll come back. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I had high hopes for that, but it's not very, considering the red, it's not very pigmented. Okay, well, we don't need that because we have absolute plenty with this. Okay, I'm going to get my little bits and pieces out. Let's see what we've got. I don't think there's any, there's no purples in this set. I think the purples are in the other set. Oh no, there is. There is. Let's see what we'll use, what we've got. So, I'm going to go in and just kind of go over, make wispy marks. Then I think I'm going to tear it out. I quite like that. Remember, there's a bit of purple there and a bit of purple there. Oh, I like it. And then I'm going to mix it in. I am going to make it nautical. It's going to be kind of like herbicide, flowers, or a nod to some herbicide flowers. Oh, I like that. Let's put a different, like a darker, that dark enough. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put some purple on, then I'll pause it while I do the rest, and then we'll show it you at the end. So we've got this kind of purple, which is a little bit different. Got a lot of red in it. What colour is this? Rich purple. I think we need a bit more blue really, but that's alright, we'll go in with this because I think more than one colour will be good. We've got this here as well, and here. And I don't want to go over, it's almost like I want to go next to it. One last colour before I turn the camera off. This dark blue. I might go in with some Posca markers, just like little dots, because I've got some nice purples with Posca. Okay. That looks cute. Right, I'll be back and I'll have the page spread and we'll put it all together. See you in a minute. Okay, let me show you what I've done. I've glued some bits from the Bee Happy kit. So this is from the fussy cutting sheet. I think that is, and I think that is, but they've been blown up. They've been made bigger. I do that when the printables make things bigger, make them smaller. Just makes things a bit more interesting, and kind of it's a way of you, I don't know, taking ownership of your printables really. So I have these. They look so good. They look so good. So I've gone over with those water soluble crayons, and I've gone over with a bit of a paintbrush, so I've knocked back what I've added to it. But it just looks so amazing. If you can't paint flowers, that might be a way, you know, have a go. They just look so good. So, well, I think so anyway. What am I going to do with these? I kind of want them, because this is all fantastical, so it doesn't have to be, you know, accurate or anything. I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to put that one there, and then I'm going to go in with my watercolour and sort of kind of blend it in, but I really don't want to paint over the paper. We'll see how we go. But that's what I'm going to do. So I will glue that on, and I will go in with my watercolours, and then you'll see it, and it'll be much more closer to it being nearly done. So it's not going to be a very long video. I thought it might be longer than that, but this came together so quickly. All right then, see you in a minute. And there we go. So we bashed some flowers. I added some of my water-soluble crayons, but it could have been anything. It could have been ballpoint pen, if you watched yesterday. It could have been anything, just that would have been similar colours, just to add little dashes of colour to sort of connect it together. I really like it though. Fun technique. I don't know how it's going to last. That was another reason why I wanted to put the crayons down. I've just added some watercolour. I've just splashed some like kind of sandy colour here just to represent the sort of land. I've done a very dodgy shoreline, but I don't care. I've even got some paint on my brown paper, but I don't care about that. This I will do another day, and you'll see it in the flip through. We will be having a flip through that will be a live. It'll be at some point on August the 1st. What I need you to do is, if you want to see it and you want to see it live, it'll be my first ever live, pop a comment and let me know where you are. Also, be subscribed and hit that little bell, because I'll be doing a community post soon, and that'll be asking you again to put where you are, so that I can try and pitch a time that suits everybody. I will try my best, but you know, everybody's spread out. It's wonderful. I really love it. I really love it. So yeah, do that. Pop a comment in below and let me know where you are. And then I just did, like, you know, I'm playing with watercolours. That's been the theme to have a go at. And this is just a very edge. It's kind of like, when I've printed off the stuff to make things bigger, obviously things go off the edge of the paper, and that's literally what that is. So even the scraps have been used in this one, and I can put some more writing here, which I may do. I'm going to put some writing here. I'm going to put some writing there. I really like it. You know, my shoreline's a bit dodgy, but I'm not bothered about that. I might put some white the word will come to me, temper stick. There you go. Menopause. It is reducing my vocabulary. All right then, so I will say thank you for sticking with me. We're on day 24, so there's not long left yet. All the information of all the other wonderful creators and Sandra at Bee Happy Stationery, whose digital art has been used making this page, is found in the description. Check them out, and I hope to see you tomorrow, because yesterday I skipped a day. Yesterday I said it was simple circle and deep breaths. It's actually tomorrow, which is lovely, because I'm now filming these in real time. So at the beginning I'd filmed a lot and was stacking them, you know, so that I could like kind of not lose momentum and keep my stamina, basically. And tomorrow is my first day of my annual leave, and so I will have some time. I've got half a day, so I'm working half a day and then I'm off half a day to really dig into this and perhaps do a little guided meditation at the end. Again, put that in the comments and let me know if you've got this far as well. All right then, everyone, I will talk to you tomorrow. But I really like that. I really like it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.